Hello, my name is Elvis Cuevas, and I am a student at De Anza, and this is for my podcast one for calculus. I am with my guest here, Anna Cuevas, my older sister, and yeah, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Elvis. Thank you for having me. Um, yeah, I'm excited to learn about this math. Should we get started?
Of course, of course. So, in class, we are learning about limits. I'm sure, as someone that has been to school, you've heard of these before, correct?
Yes. We live within limits.
Something along those lines. So limits, they are something that is used in calculus and can also be applied in the real world. So let's start with limits. Limits are something as it approaches something.
Okay,
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
get that.
So, when we're talking about limits, we are thinking of think of like a graph.
Okay.
And we are approaching a certain point and seeing if where it's going. We know where it's going. We're just seeing how it goes to it.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo. I know someone as yourself who hasn't been in school in a long time. Which actually, how long ago was that from now?
Graduated 2014, so
Wow.
some years. But I've been working in finance for 13 years, so.
Right. Could you please tell us more about that?
Yeah. So what we do is, or I used to do, I've been retired for 1 year, taking care of a 1-year-old, is we help people manage their retirement. And lots of men in this field, which is amazing. And I'm very few in between the women. So I love math, but different kind of math to this.
Yeah. So in regular math, we are, very much 2 plus 2 equals 4, end of story. But in calculus, sometimes the answer doesn't exist. Calculus, maybe the floor fell out or something like that. Something very fictional in that sense. And we learn it's more like when finding the limit, you're in your detective phase trying to understand everything around it
Okay.
of this point or number.
Okay.
And when it comes to limits as well, there is this other phenomenon known as a hole. Think of like a pothole or like some glitch in the matrix. So think of a graph and there's a limit, we're approaching the limit at this point. Sometimes while we're approaching, there is a hole. A hole, think of as a hollow circle. And in that moves, it's a perfect glitch. It's not like rugged. It's not all over the place. It's perfectly on the graph, but it misses it completely. So when doing math, you figure out that it could be any point besides that point because it's a hole, a pothole. So in your life, have you experienced many potholes that could be fictional or literal?
Just literal, I would say, on 280.
100%. It looks like we're worried about bigger problems and potholes in this time around. But so what I love about calculus is how it can be applied to the real world. So when it comes to, it could be accounting or it could be even like something like an architect because you have to figure out so many things that go into what's being made. And when we think of limits, there's also something we won't touch on today, but limits can be infinite in terms of it can be going on forever, as you know. That's what infinite is.
Okay.
This other phenomenon I love is called asymptotes. Are you familiar with asymptotes?
No.
So asymptotes are, well, in this case, think of a line that can be crossed, like a border almost, if you would, which is a little ironic in our climate, but borders that cannot be crossed and you will never cross them. So on a graph, think of a dotted line across whatever point, and that graph that or line that's already there will never cross this point. So in this case is a vertical asymptote. The math meaning is there's no way to fix it, there's no shortcuts, and that graph, will never cross it. And it's very interesting because it can be going on for infinite. So that graph will be going on for infinite, but it will never cross this line. Do you have any questions or want to touch base on anything I've talked about today?
No, it's very interesting. And this is calculus.
Yes, calculus. There are 4 courses to it. It gets very crazy. Like at this point, you're learning the alphabet at the end, which I will not see, thankfully, but it is truly marvelous. Did you take calculus in college?
No. I didn't have to take calculus in college. A lot of the math we use has to do more with interest and compound interest and stuff like that, and percentages, which is very sad. Lots of people don't know how to do percentages, and I've told you about this, right? And we've talked about how to do percentages and all that,
Right.
because in the real world, math comes around more than what we would expect, I would say. So this is very interesting. Cool. I like that you're learning this.
Thank you so much for coming with us. I really enjoyed having you on my podcast today. Is there anything you would like to leave to the world that will watch this, the whole world?
No.
Okay.
Not today. I wasn't ready for that.
Thank you so much, Anna
Thank you,
Carlos. We'll
Elvis.
see you on some other time.
Bye.